Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day. I am Ryan Clifton Bowler. I'm going to get right down to the news. Apparently, Whoopi Goldberg has been suspended by ABC for a couple of weeks based on a statement she made on The View in reference to the Nazi slaughtering of 6 million Jews as not being a racial issue. And so they suspended her for 2 weeks. Now, apparently, there was word that it went out that said that she apologized for what she said after this incident because she was getting a lot of backlash. But she appeared on the Stephen Colbert show, and listening to this clip, which I'm going to let you guys listen to. There's an audio clip that I'm going to let you guys listen to where she was on the Stephen Colbert show. She did not apologize, but I'm not going to get into too much detail with that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to let you guys listen in on the audio clip for the Stephen Colbert show, and then I'm going to read the transcript of ABC supposedly suspending her for 2 weeks. So we're going, and after I allow you guys to go ahead and listen into this audio clip, and I'm going to read that transcript, I'm going to give you my opinion. So let's get right into this.
Have you come to understand that the Nazis saw it as race?
Well,
because they might, asking the Nazis, they would say, yes, it's a racial issue.
Well, see, this is what's interesting to me, because the Nazis lied. It wasn't. They had issues with ethnicity, not with race, because most of the Nazis were white people, and most of the people they were attacking were white people. So to me, I'm thinking, how can you say it's about race if you are fighting each other? So it all really began because I said, how will we explain to children what happened in Nazi Germany? I said, this wasn't racial. This was about white on white. And everybody said, no, it was racial. And so that's what this all came from. So once again, don't write me anymore. I know how you feel. Okay, I already know. I get it. And I'm going to take your word for it and never bring it up again.
We have to take a quick break, but stick around. We're right back with more Whoopi Goldberg.
Now you heard that. Now I'm going to read you the transcript from ABC stating that they have suspended her. And here's the transcript stated, quoting, "Effective immediately, I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks for her wrong and hurtful comments. While Whoopi has apologized, I've asked her to take time to reflect and learn about the impact of her comments. The entire ABC News organization stands in solidarity with our Jewish colleagues, friends, family, and communities." This is from Kim Godwin, the president of ABC News. So you see right here, and this is taken from the online conservative news site, Red State. So you've heard what she said on the James Colbert show, that she didn't really apologize. She just said that she's not going to talk about it anymore. Now, there is something that the writer of the article in Red State said that is totally accurate, and I'm going to borrow his statement on this real quick. And like I said, you guys can go to the description section and read that entire article. But it's interesting how they're going after Joe Rogan, who is not necessarily a conservative from what I was told. He's not a conservative. He's kind of like in the middle, or he's more or less to the left, but he's open-minded. He's a smart leftist. In my opinion, he's a smart leftist. He's open-minded about other factual data. But yet the left is going after him like a cat going after a rat. They're going after this guy for having people on his podcast that have a different opinion, having two medical doctors, highly qualified medical doctors, who have a different opinion on the vaccine. And now they're going after him, saying that Spotify was getting a lot of slack. You guys probably know about that. The singer from 1928. I'm being funny, but Neil Young, fussing and arguing and giving Spotify an ultimatum of whether or not you guys can keep me or keep him, one of the two. They got rid of Neil Young, kept Joe Rogan, who is way more popular, has way more subscribers. And now Joe Rogan is getting a lot of opposition from the left simply because he's taking a stand or has a different opinion on the vaccines. He's had two people, he invited them on his show, his podcast, two highly qualified, highly decorated doctors who have different opinions on the subject. All doctors don't agree. They don't. But why are the doctors that disagree with the leftist narrative spun by the mainstream media, why aren't they getting any time? Why aren't they getting any coverage from the mainstream news? That's a whole nother story, and I digress. But here's the deal. They're trying to kill Joe Rogan, so to speak. But here, what does ABC do? They suspend the leftist liberal Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks. And as I mentioned, I was going to say earlier, as the writer of that article in Red State states, they're going to suspend her for 2 weeks, but she's going to be right back saying the same stuff that she said. She didn't apologize. Now the president of ABC says she apologized. Now, maybe she didn't apologize on the James Colbert show. Let me reiterate that. Maybe she apologized to ABC secretly. She went to them and said, I apologize for what I said, X, Y, and Z. And they said, okay, but we're going to take you off the air for a couple of weeks until things calm down. Things are not going to calm down. Her and the rest of her hosts are going to be doing the same thing that they've been doing. And she made a statement. You know what she said? It's not about race. See, it is about race. Race is an ethnic group. Man, I want to call this woman a name so bad, but I'm a preacher. I can't do it. Ethnic groups are racist. They're part of races. Race is not just your skin color. It's your ethnic group. It's your group of people. It's not merely your skin color. It's your language. It's the way it's your language. It's your belief systems. It's your religion. All those things make up that race. It's not just merely your skin color. So she was wrong right there. And that's why she got a lot of slack and backlash from other people who said, you're not right. What you said was wrong. And once again, the mainstream media is complicit with her because, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, suspending her 2 weeks is nothing. That's nothing. Big deal. You suspend her for 2 weeks. As the editor said, you give her a 2-week vacation. Big deal. She's going to be right back. And she said what she said. And I actually literally watched that clip. I only had the audio clip, but I watched her say that. And she had this smile on her face, this smug smile on her face. And she made the statement of, well, I'm not just going to mention it anymore. Or rather, what did she say? Well, I heard from you guys. I get to know how you guys feel. In other words, it's not all that big of a deal. 6 million Jews being slaughtered for being Jews is not that big of a deal. No big deal. See, this is what, let me say this. It's this type of stuff that I'm seeing on the mainstream liberal news that's going to lead to a lot of horrible things that I pray and hope won't happen. But I'm just going to be honest with you. The Bible predicts, and I am a preacher, the Bible predicts that it's going to happen because of people like this. People like this on TV, mainstream media, leftist, liberal, far leftist liberals, spinning this type of stuff is going to bring a lot of the Bible prophecies to pass because of people's stupidity and ignorance. And you may be asking, what am I talking about? In reference to the Jews? Saying the things that she's saying and kind of slapping the Holocaust on the wrist. Oh, it's not a racial issue. It's not a big deal. That can lead to a lot of anti-Semitism, a lot of hating Jews. Isn't that what Hitler did? Hitler blamed the Jews on the economic conditions of Germany. He blamed them, among other things. It was purely a racial thing. She needs to do her study. And notice what she said. She said, to me, it's not the same. To me. Now you're giving your opinion. It's all right to have your own opinion, but you can't have your own facts. You can't make up facts, Miss Goldberg. You can't make up facts. Facts are facts. You can have your own opinion, but you can't have your own facts. You can't make up stuff to try to fit your opinion. Just because you think that way doesn't mean it's not true. Just because you think this is how I think and this is how I feel, what you feel and think might not be correct. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff that is hurting the mainstream media. This is one of the reasons why so many people are turning away from the mainstream media, quiet as it may be kept. They don't want to tell you that, but the reality of the matter is a lot of people are turning from the mainstream media. Mainstream liberal media, because of the lies, the omission of facts and data, and the spending of only one side of a story and not getting the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You got to hear the other side before you can make that assessment. That's how arguments are done. That's how proper arguments are conducted. You get both sides of the issue, and then you allow the hearers or the readers to assess the facts for themselves. But they're all after Joe Rogan. You see what's going on? It don't take a brain surgeon to see the bias here from the mainstream media. It don't take a brain surgeon to see here the bias among the far left. It don't take a brain surgeon. You don't have to have a doctorate degree to figure that out. All you need to do is see the other side. But so many people are brainwashed by this liberal media stuff that when you start giving them the other side, it's hard for their minds to accept. Really? That's really true? Really? 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 So the word she said, this whole suspension thing, a 2 week suspension, that's not enough. Because if it had been anybody, and this is just my opinion, if it had been anyone else who is kind of agreeing with the right, see, here's what the left do. If you disagree with what they say, they try to counsel you. It's not what you have to say for those on the right or those that might be in the middle. It's not so much a matter of people being right or wrong with the far left. The far left simply has an agenda. They have a narrative. And if anyone, whether they be on the right or in the middle or whatever the case, if anyone disagrees with the narrative and the vision that they're trying to spin, you get counsel, or they're going to try to counsel you. So it's not about facts and data and history with them. It's not about facts and data and history with Whoopi Goldberg. It's not about facts and data and history with The View. It's not about that. It's about spinning a far leftist agenda, which I believe, in my opinion, is going to lead to some very destructive things here in America if people don't wake the heck up and stop it while it's going forward. That's why I do what I do. I don't do what I do because I just want to get more viewers, although I want to get more viewers. I want to get more subscribers. I don't do it just for that. I do it because I believe that as a studier and as a reader and the things that I learn, I try to share with other people. This is an educational channel as well as a news and political channel. It's also educational. I try to inform people, to enlighten people on the bigger picture. I don't do it just for my health because I ain't got nothing else better to do. I got a whole lot of things to do. So here's the issue. And so this is what I'm talking about. These lies that are being spun by the mainstream media. They don't care about facts. They don't care about history. They care about their agenda. And in my opinion, Whoopi Goldberg cares about her vision, her opinion that's being basically, in my opinion, spun to her by the leftist ABC News conglomerates, or whatever you want to call them. Most of them are on the left, or now, if not on the left, in the middle. And their version, they version on the left, whatever the case may be. But to give her a 2 weeks vacation, as the one editor says, all that is saying, it's like they're saying, well, we're going to give her 2 weeks. That way, people won't be, well, they did suspend her. In other words, people on the right will be like, oh, they did something. The left is actually doing something. No, I don't think so. She'll be right back saying the same thing. So we're going to see how this go out. We're going to see how this pan out. Okay. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. You know what my belief about this. My belief is simply is this 2 weeks of suspension is not enough, and that Whoopi Goldberg is wrong. It is racial, and that race is not just about skin color. It's about ethnic groups. You mentioned about ethnic groups. You're wrong about that, sister. It was racial with Hitler. It was racial. And if you do your studies and you do your history, you will find out it was. So that's what I believe about this. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, share this video, and subscribe. God bless you all, and see you again.